Good morning, students. Today we'll revise data structures with the 5 marks questions. All 5 marks questions first we'll revise because your midterm pattern it is of only 1 mark questions and 5 mark questions. Okay. So we'll discuss according to the weightage of the new syllabus all 1 mark questions and the 5 marks question from all the chapters. So even we revised it from the typical configuration. Please go through that 1 mark questions which is given in that. Then the 5 marks questions which is given. So along with the PDF I have sent you. So please go through all the questions from the 1 marks and from the 5 marks. Then now today we'll discuss the continuation of your data structure from the 5 marks. First possible question. So generally here all the possible questions are there. But what are the possible questions which was given in the backside of the question paper that we are textbook in the backside of the each chapter questions we are discussing in that the first question. So generally here the question should come explain the what is a primitive data structure and the operations of primitive data structure. That is also a possible question, but that it was not there in the textbook, but old one it was there. According to the new one it was not there. So according to the new textbook I have designed the question along with the answer. So the first question now, explain the operations on non-primitive data structure. And here you need to remember this point, student. So basic operations of data structure, linear data structure or arrays, all are same points. So the question, it may be from the data structure except the primitive, other than any question, operations, traversal, insertion, deletion, searching, sorting and merging. If the question was there, explain the primitive data structure and the operations, then you should explain the primitive data structure definition, create, update, select and delete. These are the operations that can performed on the primitive data structure. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. Non-primitive or with respect to arrays, the same answer. What is that? Traversal. It is a process of accessing or visiting each element exactly once from the beginning till the end to perform some particular operations are called traversing. What are the elements are present in the array from the 0th position till the n minus 1. From the 0th position till the n minus 1, we are visiting each element exactly once are called traversal. Yes, then we'll move for the another operation, insertion. It is a process of adding a new data element into the given collection of data elements are called insertion. You can adding a new element into the given existing array are called inserting an element. Okay, then deletion. It is a process of removing an element from the given collection of data elements are called deletion. Searching. It is a process of finding the location of a data element in the given list are called searching. Sorting. It is a process of arranging an element in ascending or descending order are called sorting. Merging. It is a process of combining the data element of two structures are called two structures into the single structure are called merging. See here minimum 5 operations you have to write. Please remember each operation carries 1 mark as well as these are all the possible for 1 marks also. Yes. Then we'll discuss write an algorithm to insert an element into an array. What is that? It is a process of adding a new element into the given existing array are called insertion. So here the for loop begins with the n minus 1. So we starting from the given list n minus 1 and we are traversing towards the downwards, that means decremental side, till what the position given. Here in the example the position is 2 and we need to we try to insert the new element called 35. Here the array size is 5, hence the n minus 1 is 4. We are traversing 4, 3, then 2. Once we reach the element up to the 2 and we start to shift the elements from the given index in the lower index to higher index. Here a of I is a 2. So shift the element of the I into the I plus 1. Shift the element first 4 into the 5. Then 3 into the 4. The position of 2 into the 3. That means 56. Earlier it was in the second position. Now we have shifted the 56 into the 3. That means 36 from the position 4 to shifted to the position 5. That means from the lower order to higher order position we are shifting in the insertion. This is a traversal and a shifting the element up to where? Up to the position. Once we shifted the element, your position will become empty. Your position will become empty. Then what we need to do? We need to insert a new element 35 into the A of position 2. What is the position here? The index position is 2. A of 2 equal to new element 35 will be inserted. After inserting, your array size will be incremented by 1. Hence, this is n equal to n plus 1. So, earlier it was 5. Now, the list contains 6 elements. Hope you understood. This is, we are traversing from the n minus 1 till the position towards downwards. That means from the 4 to till the position 2. Okay. Hope you understood. Once we reach to the position, along with the reaching, we are shifting the elements up to the position from the lower order to higher order. So that only we are making an empty of the given position. Once we got the empty, then we are inserting a new element into the given list. Hope you understood. The same concept implemented in the program also. Yes, the next one is delete the element from an array. That means write an algorithm to delete an element in an array. It is a process of removing an existing element from the given array or called deletion. See here, first remove the element. First remove the element. Decide the position which element you need to remove. This means 0, 1, 2, 3. That means the position 3 elements we need to remove. That is called 10. First remove. First remove. From the position. From the position. What is the position we have taken? That is a 3. From the position 3 to n minus 1, we need to shift the elements towards the lower order position I plus 1. What is that I plus 1? Position is 3. 3 plus 1, 4. The element present in the 4 shift to the 3. So that the element 4 was shifted to 3. So from the position, here the position was taken as 3. Hence, there is a less number of elements after the position. So only one element we shifted towards from the higher order to lower order. Please remember, this is a Viva question. Higher order to lower order shifting in the deletion. Lower order to higher order shifting in the insertion. Okay. Once we shifted the elements and the removing of the element, your array size will get decreased by 1. Earlier it was 5. Now after deleting an element from the list, the new list contains only 4 elements. You understood? Binary search. So binary search, it is a process of finding an element by dividing an array into 2 parts. Then the searching will find the element only from the half of the list. Half of the list. And there is a one condition for this. Binary search works for only sorted element with n by 2 comparisons. With respect to Viva point of view, practical exam point of view, you will get the question. Give the difference between linear search and binary search. First, they'll ask what are the different searching techniques. Linear search and binary search. Linear search implemented in the program number 1. That is your find frequency. Then binary search implemented in the program 5. Binary search. Okay. Here, in linear search works for both sorted and unsorted element. Linear search will works for both the sorted and unsorted element with the n comparisons. Binary search will works only for sorted element with the n by 2 comparisons. Okay, first this is the process. First, what it is going to be done? First, it is going to check the low value is less than the high value. Before that, location gets initialized to -1 and the first list low value, that means the position 0 get initialized to the variable low and n-1 will be assigned to the high. See here the size is 7, hence 6 gets initialized to high. 0 is less than or equal to high, condition is true. Then that means 0 plus 6 divided by 2. When the condition is true, then it divides the array into 2 parts. And it is going to check the mid element which is given, which we got. If the searching element is a mid element, it is going to stop the execution there. If it is not equal, then it is going to check whether it need to traverse for the left hand side or for the right hand side. If the elements are less, then you need to move for the LHS side, that is for the less than side. Then bring the high pointer towards the mid -1. If the element is greater than that, then we need to move for the right hand side. Here the element is 50. We got the mid element is 35. That 50 is greater than the 35. Hence we need to move towards the right hand side. Okay. So this process will be repeats until we get the element in the mid position. Okay. Once we got the element in the mid position, it is going to stop the procedure. If the location is greater than 0, then the search is successful. If the element is present, means it should be present between 0 to 6. According to n, here is a 7. So 0 to 6, the element should be present. If it is not present, then the location remains -1. Then control move to the else part. It will display search is unsuccessful. Please remember here, if the mid position, the searching element is less than the mid position, then we need to bring the high pointer towards the left hand side. If it is greater than, we need to bring the low pointer towards the higher, towards the right hand side. Here please remember, low, start, high, end. Low means lower bound LB, high means upper bound UB. Any variables you can take, but start is always the low position, end is always the high position. You understood, students? So if you have any doubt, please subscribe the channel and go for the data structure concepts. Then you'll get the class video as well as the problem solved video, algorithm and program also. Okay. Then we'll move to the next question. The next question is insertion sort. Insertion sort, inserting a particular element into its sorted position at the end of each pass. At the end of each pass is called insertion sort. See here, first we are comparing with the sorted element. The lowest value will be sit into its sorted position. So comparison begins with the first element with the 0th position element. If the element is less, then interchange. So how interchange? Interchange will be done here. Hence, the for loop begins with the 1. Why? Because we are comparing from the position of 1 with the 0. 1 with the 0. How it is 0? J minus 1. J is 1. J minus 1 is 0. Always the given position to the previous element comparison. If it is less than, then interchange. Otherwise, no need to interchange. This process will be repeats with a number of comparisons. How many elements are there? 5 elements are there. First pass, only one comparison. Second pass, 2 comparisons. Third pass, 3 comparisons. Fourth pass, 4 comparisons. Then we will get the finally sorted list. Okay. So today we discussed only the algorithms which is related to the array. Then we'll discuss the remaining part in the next session. Thank you, students. Please go through once. Don't neglect. So give more priority while preparing 1 mark questions and 5 marks question from all the chapters depending on the weightage. Thank you, students.